Mr. Kamal Hassan sir and Venkatesh sir coming together for the first time, sharing screen praise. That's something to look out for. The film, obviously, content-wise, a lot of things have been changed in order to appeal to the Telugu audience, to make it more region-specific. Technically, I think it's a very superior film. Another very important thing about this film, it's shot on Red 1 camera as opposed to film camera, and that's a trend I think the film industry is slowly going towards. So that's something to look out for. Another thing is, in recent times, not many character-driven films or films with ensemble star casts are there. So in that aspect, I think this film is just that, because it's got 5 main characters in this film. I'm one of those main characters, and I think that the trend definitely, it might be a trend setter for Telugu cinema to come. I think that's something that time will only tell. But definitely, I think from the audience perspective, it's a very interesting film to watch. It's a thriller, edge of the seat. For the 2 hours that you're watching the film, I think you will be on tenterhooks, wondering what's going to happen next. And the climax, like I said, is the icing on the cake. It's such a turning point you won't expect it. I'm hoping for all the support and for the audience to enjoy the film. Padma Shri Dr. Kamal Hassan sir, he's completing 50 years in cinema, and this film is sort of a landmark film in his career. So I think it's a great opportunity to work with him in the year when he's filmed 50 years in cinema. And I think every actor in his lifetime wants to share screen space with such legends of cinema, not only because the kind of visibility that you get when you do a film with them is great, but also because the learning experience, the experience of doing with them is a lot. Personally, me as an actor, I've always focused on working with directors who chisel me out as an actor, and I've focused on learning. So I think all that happened in this film, and my personal interactions with Dr. Kamal Hassan was great. He's a perfectionist. He used to make sure on the sets that everything is on the spot. When you're playing a police, your uniform, the gun, the bulletproof jacket, it's absolutely authentic. So that's the kind of involvement, that's the kind of eye for detail that he has. And that sort of, rubs off on everyone on the set. And you yourself as a youngster, you want to perform your best when he's around. I remember I was doing my introduction scene in which there's a shot where I have to unexpectedly give a hook, a right hook to a criminal. And that shot's difficult because it's a very unexpected, sudden sort of shot. I gave a couple of shots and I wasn't getting it completely perfect. And Kamal sir was there too. Maybe I was a little nervous. He came up to me and very sweetly, patiently just just gave me a few tips, told me a few things, made the moment very light. After that, I just gave the take and it was a perfect take. So he's very intuitive. He knows how to sort of, get the best out of actors. And well, even when I was not acting, I would make sure I'd be on the monitor watching him perform, watching Venkatesh sir perform, because there's a lot I learned from that. Venkatesh sir, I think he's a great guy. As a person, he's a great human being. I remember every day after pack up, we used to meet up in the gym and work out together. There's so many tips that he would share with me about the film, because the original is something that's very close to him. So we would discuss a lot of ideas about what modifications can be made in the characterization of the character, and he was always forthcoming, and we used to talk about so many things from cinema to spiritualism. I think he's a really great guy and a great actor as well. And I think the moments that I've shared with both Kamal sir and Venkatesh are something I'll cherish for a lifetime. Also about my director Chakri Toletti, his first outing as a director, his first Telugu as well as Tamil film, and he's done a great job. There's no way you can look at the film and say it's a work of a debutant director. He worked as a line producer for Dashavataram and a couple of productions in Hollywood. So he got all that expertise that he had from Hollywood here. And I think the stylishness in the film, the kind of cuts, the kind of angles that he has framed, it shows for itself. And I think he's going to go from strength to strength as a director. And I remember that even when he was in the US, he would call me almost every alternate day to check on the kind of training that I was undergoing, to find out if there's something I needed more to, and he sort of helped me set up the whole thing about the training and getting into my character. And he's a very patient guy. What I like about him is his temperament. He's such a cool guy. You ask him any question, he'll patiently answer. I've never seen him lose his cool on the set. I think he's a great guy, and I would love to work with him in the future as well.